Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome back to another LEGO Indiana Jones review. So today we're looking at the one and only set that I own from the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, that being set number 7627, Temple of the Crystal Skull. This set includes 929 pieces, originally retailing for $79.99 when it released on May 1st of 2008. Now I actually got this for around retail price. It was used, it was incomplete. I got this at one of my local thrift stores, Antique Addicts. It's taken me a few years to actually complete this because I did have to buy an entirely new sticker sheet because a lot of the stickers were missing. Thankfully, all the minifigures were there. I've been really excited to build this up, and when I finally did, I found out that I just did not really like this set, so sorry in advance for a lot of the negativity that you'll end up hearing once we get to the build itself. But anyways, looking at the box art, you get Indy at the top corner, your logo, and just the name of the film, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, at the bottom. And I really do love this box art here, just with the moon and everything, and the night setting, and the jungle. It looks just really beautiful. But again, just the build, I was really excited to build this up just because of that giant base plate, and it looked like a really fun playset, but it really does end up turning out like a bit of a mess, in my opinion. Spinning around to the back of the box, we get the name of the movie nice and big yet again, and just a better look at all of the different play features, which I do think is a really nice move by LEGO, including this really nice big shot showing all of the different features that you can do within this set, and even just the front of the temple. That look alone, just straight on, looks very nice. Also have to point out the advertisement for the video game, which would be coming out that summer. When opening up the box, you would get a total of 6 numbered bags, as well as your sticker sheet and instruction manual. Sticker sheet partially used here just because I needed to buy a new one to help replicate the ones that were missing. Instructions, you get a total of 2 manuals here, numbered 1 and 2, mimicking the front of the box back when LEGO instructions used to look good. From the back of the first one, you get a quick advertisement for a few of the other sets available at the time based off this movie. Really nice sets. I think I own these 2. I just don't have them available to look at, unfortunately. This set I would really love to get in the future just because of that tent piece there. That's really cool. And from the back of the second one, you get your win information. All of this is upside down. LEGO Club advertisement with the sign-up sheet, and some closer looks at those sets, just some individual pages looking at this one and the 3 others based off the film. Quick advertisement for LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. Wow, I love that art. So beautiful. And a quick advertisement for the Indiana Jones game. Play features will span the next few pages, leading to our piece count and our final overall model for the set. To begin our minifigure selection, we have Indiana Jones, who is no different than any of the other Indiana Jones figures you would see in 13, 14 other sets at the time. You get classic accessories of that whip with the soft plastic, so you can whip that around. And the side handbag, love those accessories. You'd see those continue into 2023. You only get the front torso printing and the leg prints for this character, and only the one facial expression with the nice smirk, fedora hat, and also have to point out this accessory, which we'll take a closer look at in just a minute, the Crystal Skull itself. One of the new characters introduced in this film is Mutt Williams, who turns out to be Indy's son. I don't know if he'll appear within the new movie coming out later this summer, but we'll have to wait and see. Played by Shia LaBeouf, this figure also appeared in 4 other sets. You get a brand new torso print, which I really love this torso print. It's really cool. You get that facial expression, which was new for the time period, but would later appear on Oliver Wood from Harry Potter in 2010. Only the front printing, no double-sided facial expression, no leg printing. Classic sort of just regular stylized figure, and you get a knife for his accessory. Our big villain of this set is Irina Spalko, who I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. She appears in 3 other sets in this wave as well. We get a brand new torso print and a brand new facial expression for her character. And you may not know this, but the Nia hairpiece was actually introduced with her minifigure as well, which is really cool to see that that was a brand new hairpiece for the time period. Now we get some black hands for some gloves, sword for the accessory, I really like that. No back printing, no double-sided facial expression, just the classic for 2008. To go along with Irina, we have our one Russian guard, or actually Russian guard number 1 according to Brickset. This version of the Russian guard comes in 2 other sets within the wave. You get a brand new torso print and the facial expression that's returning from 2007's Draco Malfoy, which I think is really funny. This face will also appear on Renee Belloc. As a whole, not a bad figure. Love the sand green just because that's a color that I'm just a fan of from LEGO Harry Potter. You get a big rifle for his accessory, and you also get one of those sort of military hats, which you'd end up seeing in LEGO Star Wars, just recolored in that sand green. Not exactly villains, though characters who are trying to protect their temple. We get 2 of these Uga warriors, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right as well. We get brand new prints for the torso as well as the head. Flesh tone is in that orangey brown color. It's great to see that LEGO was testing the waters here. This character is different compared to the next one because you get the Dumbledore hairpiece in black, which might have been a brand new recolor for the time period. You get this giant axe for the accessory. As I said, the other one just doesn't have the hairpiece, same exact facial expression and torso piece, same exact accessory, though here you can actually see the back head printing, which is nice that LEGO was able to include that back in the day. Continuing down the line of repeats, we have our Akator skeleton, which we'll see appear 3 times, 2 of which actually with the heads, 1 of which without because Indy's holding the extra headpiece there. Though of course this is no different than any other skeleton build-up during the time period with those battle droid arms, the skeleton legs, and body piece. We just get that specialized dual molded skeleton head where you get that dark blue in the top and just the trans clear all around. I think this is a really cool mold. I would love to see this return if we get any more Indiana Jones sets. Hopefully we do, just because of how well I expect the ones that released this year sold. But anyways, just same old design for 3 of these guys. You also get a hole from the very back, which is really interesting. I guess that's where they inserted that blue within the mold just to make it the dual mold. And this might have even been our first instance of dual molding, which is really interesting to think about. Again, this will be the same as you see for another one, and just the one without the head. And finally, just to wrap up our minifigure selection, we have this conquistador sort of skeleton guy who's wearing this armor plate for the under the neck accessory, and you also get this hat piece, which was pretty uncommon for the time period. It's pretty cool to get it returning in this set. You also get an accessory hole if you want to put an accessory like a feather or something in there. Regular old skeleton body build-up with the classic skeleton facial expression print, which you'll see appear numerous times within this set. Here it is, fully built up with that giant base plate. It's the Temple of the Crystal Skull. Now, a lot of people were speculating because we were supposed to see one set based off every film for the 2023 Indiana Jones line that we would end up seeing this as the largest set remake. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. I think it would have been really cool to see LEGO's take on this build in a modern sense. I would really hope to see Indiana Jones continue again just because of the sales being so good. But anyways, working our way from the bottom and working our way to the temple itself, let's take a look at those smaller builds. To go along with our giant temple build, we get this side build of how we transport our Russian characters, this Russian terrain vehicle colored with that dark green instead of the sand green that you'll see for our one minifigure, who you can put in the seat there. Get some controls with those levers, nice windshield, some lights from the front, some tracks from the side just so then you can make it move on a flat surface or any surface that you want because of this really nice track. Get the engine from the very back, which sort of continues into this thing, and the back headlights for the vehicle. Pretty simple build, nothing too exciting. I guess it's nice that they include this as sort of like an extra little bit for your Russian minifigures. The first part of the temple that you build is this sort of entryway, which has another funny face. Lego Indiana Jones is famous for their funny faces. In this instance, I also really like that the face includes these cylinder eyes, which are part of the flick-fire missiles, which you also happen to get extras of from the very top of the head, just as like the sort of headdress for this character, which is really interesting. If you don't know how these work, all you gotta do is flick, and it goes off into the distance, never to be found again. I'm gonna have to go reaching for that. And if you lose any of these, you get some extras from the very top. Color scheme as a whole continues the style you'll see for the temple, with the dark tan, regular tan, and the dark gray, and the dark red, and the bit of gold from the very top doesn't hurt. Get some stickers from the very bottom over here on those slope pieces. And I'll just turn it around yet again, just so then you can see this archway, which can also fit our Russian vehicle coming in and out of it. Not entirely accurate to the source material, but I guess a fun enough playset. We have the Temple of the Crystal Skull. One of the most annoying parts of the set is the very front of it, where you get some stairs. These are actually easily removable, but before we do that, our play feature here is we have these really nice dragon heads here, which I don't mind getting them, but the play feature that they trigger is this. Maybe you didn't see that. Let's try it one more time. I guess it doesn't want to knock these last two pieces off, but we have this Technic beam that's knocking off the stairs, which are comprised of these 1x bricks in dark gray. I can't tell you how annoying this was when building this set, having this part attached and just these stairs come knocking off every few seconds. Thankfully, Lego is nice enough to make the connection not very strong. We just have this anti-stud connection from both of these Technic pieces just at the very base of the base plate. I'm going to remove this for this foreseeable future just because it's really, really annoying when looking at this thing. But anyways, back to the rest of the build. You can see we have some stickers, some tree foliage from the very base. And as we get closer, we get another set of stairs, this one thankfully not as annoying. Starting with this side of the build, I did want to note that these are also separate platforms, so you can actually lift up these entirely different sections if you don't want to have them as part of the base plate. I do really like that. So we can take a closer look at them by just looking up close. We get those dino pieces in dark gray, which you might remember from another Indiana Jones review that I recently did. Get some stickers just with some of these different Aztec sort of markings. I'm not exactly sure if that's what these actually are, but markings from a native tribe nevertheless. Get some more of those dragon heads, this one actually triggering another play feature. Now you can see that we actually get this feature from both sides, so just showing it one more time, you can lift up and down skeleton head. To release that, dropping it rolled down onto my floor, so I had to go find it. But you happen to get an extra one of these if you misplace it. Classic skeleton head print. On to this next side, we have a similar design here where we just get a sticker over here. There might be a sticker that's supposed to go here. I might not have placed it. Oh well. More of those dino pieces. Same exact play feature that I just showed you here. And that brings us to the very back of the build. From the back side, we get some spiral staircase pieces, which were typical from the Lego Harry Potter theme back in the day. These you can wind up in whichever direction you want. You can have it going that way, or you can have it going the other way. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go this way, just so then we lead up to this platform over here. If you fall off the stairs, you can hit the handy dandy spikes. Very nice Lego, little booby trap. Moving a little bit closer over here, we get a waterfall. I really love this, though I wish it wasn't stickered just because I like this piece plain. We get a gear system, which I'm not exactly sure what this does. I don't remember what this does. Oh yes, I see what it does now. We actually get some more flick fire missiles over here, which you could launch off by hitting them really hard with this gear system. Ooh, we're in trouble. I don't know where that went. If you want to see how that works, the gear system, again, we get this, which is hammering on that flick fire missile piece. Down in the middle, we have a secret room, or at least 2 secret rooms, maybe. We have this area that's blocked off with those spear pieces, and we have this entrance over here, which I'm not exactly sure what's supposed to be in there. There really isn't anything in there, so might as well just close it back up. I do like the stickers, though. Those look really interesting. Get some more stairs that lead up to the treasure room, where you get some more gold over here, and our headless skeleton sort of guys, so you can put those crystal skulls on as the heads for these guys. Pretty sure these bodies and even the arm pieces come from Exoforce, so that's interesting to see that they appeared again. And you just have this sort of room with these guys sitting in their chairs, or pretending to sit in their chairs, and you can recreate the scene where they're sort of rapidly spinning around in a 360 direction. Not exactly 360, but you can have these guys spinning around as the temple completely combusts into nothingness. Just another angle of this if you were interested. And the piece spins as you push this in and out. Getting closer to the end, this back side over here includes another small piece of treasure on a spinny plate. Get a little gem and some more of those spear pieces. You can spin this round in circles. It's supposed to be hidden like that, though you can spin it around to find the gem. Now I think the best way to actually show this part is from the front. You get a nice sticker there as well. Plenty of studded room for your minifigures. You get another booby trap over here with this piece, which doesn't exactly work right now, though may work in a minute when I do the play feature, which is lifting up this piece in the top middle. Being very delicate with it because it isn't a very strong connection. This is the part that you pull on, and it's very easy to completely remove it. But we have that section which allows these 2 pillars at the very top to fall down on the rest of the temple, which is supposed to mimic it then breaking down from the very top down to the stairs as they're escaping, the stairs exploding. Just another angle in case you wanted to see how this worked from the back. You lift up and it brings down these 2 wall pieces, also bringing down this extra spiky bit over here as another trap for those who are coming up this side. So overall, for $80 back in the day, I think the price was justifiable considering the amount of minifigures in here, even though most of which came in other cheaper sets. I think the build here it's a little messy. It's not my favorite build from the Indiana Jones theme. I think it just doesn't look very nice. It's not something that I would display personally. As far as my thoughts on the movie, The Temple of the Crystal Skull itself, I don't think it's a bad movie. I don't think the sets for the movie are bad either. I think that definitely they could have made some updated minifigures for them because Indy is a lot older in that film than he was within the original 3. It's really crazy to think that we are getting another Indiana Jones movie this year in 2023. I'm really excited to see how that turns out and to see if we do even end up getting sets. I know that there were rumors that we were getting sets. It seems like that may not actually be happening anymore. LEGO might have canceled them like they canceled the Temple of Doom set this year. But again, I'm happy that I was able to take a look at this within my collection. I'm probably going to end up selling it because it's not really a set I want to keep around. I don't think this will look nice on display. And even so, I now own the 2023 versions of those sets, which are really great updates. I definitely recommend getting those if you're a fan of Indiana Jones. As far as getting this set yourself, currently I think it goes for around 150-ish used, maybe a little more than that. Is it worth it? If it's complete, for sure. Though again, I find this a really hard set to display as it is very big with that giant base plate, which don't get me wrong, I love seeing that. It's something that LEGO doesn't really do very much. That base plate in particular currently only comes in one other set, which is from LEGO Pharaoh's Quest, so that's really cool to see that it is sort of like an uncommon piece. As far as playsets go, I think this is a really fun set, but as a display piece, I don't think it really works. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!